Welcome to the Football Guys Dynasty Show. It's me, Jagger May, as always. And then with me is our Dynasty captain, Jeff Bell. And then, guys, like I said, it is Julia, Joey week. Like, I've had them on all three shows. I don't know what order we're going to do this in. I'm going to wake up in the morning and let the nature tell me what to do. But on this episode, normally we send out a sheet, we look at our rankings, and we build like this blob of a consensus. But Jeff gave me some advice last year that you build your rankings. I know it's hard. You think about tiers where you want to put anyone, but to make it easy, who would you pick first? So that's what we're going to do. That's how we're going to build these rankings with four people. We've already got two picks because Jeff was way excited to get his guy, Josh Allen. I don't think we need to explain anything on Josh Allen and what he is as a player. Everyone thought about, he's going to take a step back. You know what's cool? He runs and he's huge, and it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. He's got a big arm. Like, he's just a freak. He's everything we want Anthony Richardson to be. So, like, Jeff, would you agree with all those points?
Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously a massive homer, and so I think Josh Allen's good for fantasy football. And so if I have the opportunity to take Josh Allen, I made myself a promise a couple of years ago that I'm old and I've lived through a lot of poor Bills football, that if I am ever in a situation now in my life that I have the opportunity to draft Josh Allen, I'm just going to draft Josh Allen. And so that's how we were starting our draft off.
Yeah, I don't blame you at all. And then Joey, you take Pat Mahomes here. I don't blame you at all. Does the floor bother you at all? Or are you just at a point now where, we look at Bryce Young, we look at like Anthony Richardson had an off week, even though I still believe in him and I know he needs to develop, where you just want the security and you're just okay with that?
No, I mean, we've seen from Mahomes, it's like 6 top 10 finishes in a row in the last 6 seasons, and he's been the QB1 twice. You basically said it for me. It's safety. I know what he has there. I do think Mahomes is a little bit lower in what I would consider dynasty quarterback rankings. Maybe I would have gone on Lamar Jackson or Jalen Hurts because I was just afraid, once Kelsey's gone, maybe Mahomes isn't going to be as strong. And then the last 2 weeks, we've seen Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy. Not so much last week with Worthy. Step up. Mahomes is going to be fine after Kelsey's gone in the next couple of years. Mahomes is my dynasty quarterback too. Happy to take him second overall. I would have taken Allen first. Jeff made the right decision.
Yeah. Now I'm on the clock here. I'm going to roll with Lamar Jackson. It's for multiple reasons. He runs fast. He's on a great offense. What's not to like about him? I even like the Ravens have a bad defense now. I think that he again could finish QB1 because there's going to be a lot of shootouts. Then we go to Julia. She took Jalen Hurts here. Same thing. Good offense. He runs fast. Who's going to be your next one?
My next one, I think I'm going to go right there. I'm going to go that direction.
Stroud.
Maybe someone who's going to run a little bit less, but someone who is an excellent pocket passer and could throw all the touchdowns we need to be valuable.
I don't know if anyone else watched that game. I'm assuming we all did because this is our job and our life, with the exception of Julia and Jeff, who have real jobs and real lives. No, Joe, you have a real life. I'm kidding. It's mainly just me. CJ Stroud, I mean, on a run, he's a pocket passer. I'm not saying he's not mobile, but on the run, escapes a defender, throws it, was like 30 yards downfield, and hits Nico Collins on a dime. It's just incredible stuff. There's no question of that talent, and I do not hate you for taking that at all. I do feel good about this next pick here. It's Kyler Murray.
I was thinking about it, but
I was surprised you didn't.
Julia, I just gave a whole soliloquy, and I was going to go on about listen to your heart. We're sitting here in week 2, and we spent all summer arguing about the perfect ADP for whatever players, and now Christian McCaffrey's hurt, and Cooper Kupp is hurt, and Puka Nacua is hurt, and Deebo Samuel is hurt, and AJ Brown is hurt. And if you have the opportunity, just fantasy football is more fun.
You did say it. I know.
Instead of just kind of trying to play the right way, because
I know you're right, and I was like, okay, well, I could take him, but I don't disagree with you at all taking Kyler right there, and we've definitely seen he's just so good.
He's so good.
He's good.
And as much I know there's flaws, I think that Kyler Murray is ever going to win a Super Bowl? Probably not. I'm sorry, Julia. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that out loud. I meant that, he needs a lot. Like he's not like Patrick Mahomes, where like immediately if you have Patrick Mahomes, you're a Super Bowl caliber team. You know, Josh Allen. You got Josh Allen, you're a Super Bowl caliber team. Kyler Murray's not that. I think Kyler Murray's Jared Goff, and I mean this as a compliment, who can run. Where like he could do a lot of things for you and whatnot, but like he still has his limitations as a passer. I still think he's amazing. And with that being said, he was too cheap all year, guys. We told you here he was too cheap, and there's no one I don't think that are going to let him fall out of the top. Like this is a late he's going to fall. I've been pro Anthony Richardson because he's fun, and like Jeff says, we have fun here. But you know what also is fun is winning, and I think that Kyler Murray, you can have two of those things here. So like, yeah, we like to have fun here, but we are doing some winning moves. Joey, you're up.
I am, and being the Florida Gator fan I am, I know we all think I'm going to take Anthony Richardson, but I'm not. I'm going to take Joe Burrow. What I've seen out of Joe Burrow, I do believe he is one of the best quarterbacks in the league when he's right and when his receivers are performing on the field. I think those days will come again. So it'll be Joe Burrow for me. 2 out of the last 4 seasons, he's been a QB1, QB4 in 2022. Joe Burrow for me. And all my Florida Gator fans, please don't hate me.
No, they'll be okay, and it makes sense. Like I don't Joe Cool shit is safe.
You
So like yeah,
him so we can continue the draft.
Sorry.
yeah. So
Sorry.
now that Joey has learned how to click a button, we'll
my talk was so good though. My speech
It was
really
good.
good. It was good, Joey. Yeah.
You built words, my friend, and they were beautiful.
I talk good. Yeah.
Jeff, who you got?
I want a specific group of people to pay a lot of attention to this pick because Green Bay Packers fans have been incredibly mean to me over the last year because I had a tweet last year where I said, once Aaron Rodgers was traded, I said, the Bears finally have a better starting quarterback than the Green Bay Packers. And it was Justin Fields and it was Jordan Love. And that obviously proved not to be true. And so I have said that multiple times, but still Packers fans every couple months will go back and find my tweet and be mean to me all over again. So I'm just showing you, Green Bay Packers fans, I have drafted Jordan Love over Caleb Williams, over other players. So there, stop it. Get a life. Now my next pick, this is tough.
You kept that in your soul a long time, Jeff. I'm glad you got that out. You look lighter. You look lighter.
This next pick's really tough, I think, because you're kind of weighing some different things because I would have said this was a no-brainer pick a month ago, and I'm still going to take Caleb Williams, but you look at him relative to Anthony Richardson, relative to Jayden Daniels. I mean, those are kind of the guys that are grouped right there. And I did another show and I preached not to freak out over 2 weeks. And so Caleb Williams has consistently been that type of player that I've been waiting to see. But I do kind of think that, unfortunately for our friend Dave Kluge, the Bears just have a hex that they're going to ruin every quarterback that they have.
Yep. R.I.P. Joey, where are you at?
Speaking of running quarterbacks, Napier's gone from Florida. And hey, Gator fans, come back. I got him. It's Anthony Richardson. I'm not going to overthink this one. He still is one of the most athletic players to ever play the position. He spread the ball around a lot more this week. I'm ready just to take another chance on him. I would have, between him and Burrow, it was close. I was actually surprised when Kyler went. I thought I was going to have to take Richardson there. Was happy to get Burrow. So, yeah, getting Richardson as the third quarterback on my team. We're starting 3 quarterbacks in this league? This is great. I can't wait to play this one out.
7. This is a 7-start QB league.
Ooh. Actually 9. It's 9.
So great.
So I threw a 7 to begin, but it's 9.
Oh, okay. Noted. Joey saved me from myself for another even hypothetical share of Anthony Richardson. If he's not good, guys, check on me. Just check. That's all I got to ask. Just check on me. But still, this is a little difficult because I love Trevor Lawrence. I love Dak Prescott. But Jayden Daniels, when you look at where he's at, guys, let's put it this way. He threw 226 yards but no touchdowns and still had a 13-point floor. You know how many QBs that we saw that we see that can do that? And if points per carry is getting popular. And again, this is on a team that's pretty bad, objectively bad. Brian Robinson is the only thing that is working. I don't know if Terry McLaurin is even around or healthy. Cliff Kingsbury's there, and I think he's still pretty good. I love his arm. He has exceptional arm talent. Just put it all together. I wish he would protect himself more. I'm a risk it for the biscuit guy. So, if I can't risk it on Anthony Richardson, why not Jayden Daniels? Pappy, you're up for 2.
That's who I was hoping you would let fall to me. I was going to take Jayden Daniels there. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Dak here. Follow the money. I mean, they've paid the man. I don't love the sharp intake of breath, Joseph. I don't.
No,
I don't.
that was
Okay.
I was hoping he was going to make it all the way back to me.
Yeah, that was very.
No.
Yeah, look, they paid him the money. They paid CD. Like those two are tied together. No matter what happens in Dallas, you know that he's going to be there. And yeah. So my next pick, I think I am gonna go. Ew, this is a tough one. I'm actually deciding between Justin Herbert and Trevor Lawrence. And I think I'm going to go Trevor Lawrence, actually, because I too do believe in the talent there. You see the glimpses of it. You see it there. And I think that's their franchise quarterback as well. And he will be throwing passes for Jacksonville for a very long time. And if we believe in Brian Thomas Jr., like we were talking about before, he's got someone to throw to.
I think Trevor Lawrence will be there, and Doug Peterson will be gone. Joey, before I make this pick, I want to give you a caveat. Mm-hmm. Julia forced my hand.
I'm so sorry.
She forced me to do this.
Okay.
What did I force you to?
I've got to take Baker Mayfield, guys. Is it too early to take Bake here? No, it is too early. I'm gonna take Justin Herbert. You're lucky. I still believe in him. I'm still going to take Justin Herbert because if you're taking him in a startup at this point, you should have either A, known that you're going to have a low floor and maybe you've yin and yanged it, or B, you know that there's going to be a next year. Because I don't know about you guys, Jeff, you covered the Chargers beat pretty well. It kept me up to be up. I've lost the word. It could be up to date. That's what I'm looking at. Up to date on what's been going on there. And it's been all depressing. And all I got to say is you lied, dude. What happened? Were they keeping it like it's not all bad there? I'm just kidding.
So what happened? When Easton Stick was playing quarterback, it was like literally sounded like the worst place on earth to be at Chargers practice. And then it was like the moment all the reporters, it was like rainbows came out and the sun came out when Justin Herbert came back, and they were like, this sounds different at practice because the sounds of him zipping the ball versus Easton Stick. Like, so I'm just saying that team loves Justin Herbert, and the vibes there are fantastic. And Easton Stick is no longer employed by the Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah, they immediately got to do backup. They're like, this is a problem. So, Joey, you can take Baker Mayfield now if you want. So
I'm not going to at this point. There's a quarterback that I like more than Baker Mayfield that I feel is in a better position on a better team.
I know,
even though they lost yesterday.
Yeah.
I am going to take Jared Goff. I believe in Jared Goff. I have for the last 3 years. Dan Campbell's offense, I absolutely love what they're doing in Detroit. That's kind of why they become my second teams. I just have so much fun watching them play. And as Jeff has said many times on the shows today, like, have fun playing fantasy. Get your guys. Baker is my guy, but in this case, I want Jared Goff. 4 out of the last 8 seasons, he's been a QB1. And last season, he was QB7, which is the best finish of his career at age 29. 29 at a quarterback, I'm not as worried about that. Jared Goff, Get on Team Joey.
You gotta click it. You gotta click the
Come
button.
on down.
I keep forgetting that part. And I knew it. I knew to do it.
He's never used Sleeper before. It's his first time.
I've never used Sleeper. Okay.
All right, Jeff, you for 2.
What are we playing here? We're playing Dynasty. So I'm going to take Brock Purdy over Jared Goff. 24-year-old Brock Purdy in San Francisco. I like that quite a bit. And again, we're playing Dynasty. And so, Jag, I'm going to hit you from across the board and go ahead and take Drake May.
It's going to be May.
That was rude.
I already used one. Sorry, Joe. I want to save the next one for when it matters, but it's fine. It's fine. Joey, you're up.
listen, I feel like on your team you need a lot of heart and a lot of determination, and someone that'll say the F word if something happens in pregame warmups. I'm taking my boy Baker Mayfield from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the QB1 right now in the NFL. Maybe Jalen Hurts might have passed him. I'm not sure. I haven't been paying attention to the game because I'm on a show, and I was told specifically, Joey, do not watch the game when you're recording. So no, am I not? I'm not doing that. So
I'm watching it right now. I don't know
I
who
know,
told
I
you
am
that.
too.
And I was
Do the
gonna say-
audible live. So
Yeah, I'm watching it.
game during the game.
I was like,
We're
I don't
all
know who told
watching
you
it.
that.
Yeah.
It is Baker, and I know he's 29 years old, and he's only had one top QB1 finish in his career in 5 full seasons. One QB1 finish, that was last season when he was QB10. So yeah, I'm excited to have him on there. I need some heart, so let me click the button. I got to scroll down to find him though. There he is.
There he is.
I love my team. That's all my guys.
Now I'm on the clock, and I've been left with the rest. So this is
It's
where
amazing.
like that was an immediate teardrop. Like this was actually a fun exercise now because it's like if you almost look at between the four of us, that's kind of the tiers, guys, of how quarterbacks is going. Fun how that works out. So I have decisions to make. Do I want to think about the future? Do I want to take on the risk of Tua? I don't want Bo Nix. I Michael Penix is interesting. Justin Fields I don't hate the idea right now, but that seems too risky at this point, and I'm just gonna reluctantly take Tua Tagovailoa right here. Just if he's not gonna retire, he's gonna be in a good offense. And let's put it this way: we faded him so far at this point. Who else are you gonna take now? Like Bo Nix? Ugh, I'd rather have a concussed Tua.
Can I ask a question? That's terrible. But can I ask a question?
Sorry.
How far did we fade Tua down realistically? Like, let's say, I know this is
Not
really
far.
a pointless exercise. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, interesting.
It's really not. Like, if anything, we put Baker ahead of him. Is that it? Is that all we did different?
Pretty
Or is
much.
it- yeah, we put
Yeah.
Baker ahead. We were already because like Tua's a limited player. Say what you want. I'm not like if you're a Dolphins fan. I'm sorry. I'm not. And again, I'm not talking about like injury history or anything like that. But like he is a limited player, and a lot of that his situation props him up. That's fine. Jeff just took Brock Purdy. Like that's fine. Like we shouldn't dock players for their team, putting them in this situations to succeed. But I guess we didn't fade him too far, and Brock Purdy is younger, so it makes a lot of sense. Pappy, you're for 2.
Yeah, you're right with the tier break for sure. So now you're sort of looking at upside here. And I too am not going to go with Bo Nix. God, I wanted Bo Nix to be decent. I just wanted him to be okay.
I almost
Um,
believed. I almost
I
believed for a second.
know. I know. Sweet Bo Nix. I will go with JJ McCarthy here, actually. We haven't really, seen it obviously, but he's definitely young and he's gonna have one of the best wide receivers in football to throw to. And then I'm going to package him not with Bryce Young, which makes me sad. I'm gonna go Justin Fields.
Oh, you
Oh
Um,
my!
I know.
ah,
Okay.
God.
So this is why.
Ah.
Okay, so this is why because it's either some younger quarterbacks who have made some bad decisions out there and are very risky, or members of AARP, which I am not. I support as member. But yeah, so we're gonna go Justin Fields.
That broke my heart. I was so like it broke my heart, and it made me
As
feel
soon as
better.
you said his name, I was like, no, I'm gonna. So
I think
Yeah.
we were all just kind of sitting there hoping nobody would say his name. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel really better. I feel a lot better because I was like, man, I'm gonna seem so stupid because I'm about to take Justin
No.
Fields over
No.
guys with guaranteed jobs. Because like, say what you want, guys. I don't know if Justin Fields is gonna give that job up for the Steelers, and I don't know if he's gonna start, guys. I'm not saying he's good, but I'm saying that he's one of the 32 best quarterbacks in America right now. So that's
maybe
just,
31, maybe even
Yeah.
30.
Yeah. Shout out to Daniel Jones and Bo Nix.
Oh,
So,
then 29.
yeah.
Sorry, forgot about Daniel Jones.
Speaking of Bo Nix, Daniel Jones, and Will Levis, man, I tried with Will Levis. Right now I've got some decisions to make because, like, you really are. You're thinking, are you playing ARP prices? Do you want a bad person? Do you want a bad quarterback? You know, like that's kind of where you're at now. And I don't, man, seeing Will Levis get ripped by Brian Callahan and deservedly so, and then Brian Callahan doubling down and deservedly so, it's not great. I'm gonna go Michael Penix. I would just rather. I'm sorry, Jeff. I got to think about the future. I gotta have my backup, to whoever. So, Joey, you're up.
Man, you guys are almost forcing my hand to do it.
Do it.
So 2 weeks ago, I was extremely high on Bryce Young. I thought Canales was going to fix him. He was going to be the whisperer that's like, do this and you'll be great. And he would be great, but he's not. I famously put him in front of who I am about to draft. If Deshaun Watson can just keep out of trouble, we know what he can do. And it's been a while since we've seen him do it. Oh boy, 3 out of 3 full seasons we've seen Deshaun Watson. He's been a QB1, and that includes a QB4 finish in 2018, many years ago. Mm-hmm. I'm taking Deshaun Watson. Yvette, how you doing, sweetheart? Because I just took him for you.
I was gonna say, like, we gotta tag Yvette in this to let her know that this healed right now. When you doing that, you healed your relationship with the Browns fans. Probably not, but we can hope.
Yeah, this isn't the show to say why I put Deshaun Watson so low, but nobody ever gave me the opportunity to say why I had him low. So,
do you want to say it? You can.
Yeah, it had nothing. I don't think the Browns, because of that defense, they have to do much, and so I didn't think Deshaun Watson would have to do much. So that's why I had him ranked low. Had nothing to do with his ability on the field, which we've not really seen much of in the last 2 weeks. I don't care if he's QB12 this week. He doesn't look like a starting quarterback in the league, but to run that Browns offense, because of that defense, I don't think you need to be. And I think Jameis could do it just as well.
Oh, God. Bring us Jameis. Give us what we want.
Jameis would have had 4
so
touchdowns
excited.
against that Jags defense.
I love Jameis Winston so much.
Yeah. He's a good person, too.
I want to be friends with him. He
Yeah.
seems delightful.
We just want to root for Jameis Winston. At least let me see him suck. I got to see him suck one more time. Jeff, you're up for 2?
Jeff, I'm sorry.
So, there's been a lot of talk about young players that are probably bad and old players, but this is why you're drafting against the room. You're drafting against ADP. You're drafting Geno Smith.
Son of a...
lingering,
nice,
sitting right there. And then
I didn't even see him.
Yeah,
going to be a little bit risky on this next one. We're going to take Sam Darnold. 27-year-old Sam Darnold with excellent coaching in Minnesota with Justin Jefferson, with the ability to realize his very, very high draft capital. And we'll take Sam Darnold and kind of in the, the Geno Smith and the Baker Mayfield vibe of turning his career around.
That is risky. I love it. And I love the conviction. Joey, you're up.
I know what we have and a lot of the guys that are in the rankings ahead of who I'm about to take. So I'm about to go down pretty far. I want to make a statement pick here because that's what you do sometimes. Because I just want to see him be the quarterback of the New Orleans Saints. And I'm taking Rattler. I'm taking Rattler. I know Derek Carr had a really good week, but I see Chris Olave out there. Rashid Shaheed's catching bombs right now. That's great. I know Spencer Rattler can throw bombs. I want to see somebody feed Olave, and I think Spencer Rattler can do that. I don't think it's going to happen this season. It's dynasty quarterbacks. Would I take him as the 27th? Probably not, but I wanted to say Spencer Rattler's name on the show. I think if we're looking at next season, if Carr does not pan out this year, I think Rattler is going to get a chance.
Hot dog, Joey. We're standing on business now. ADP's out the window, guys. There's where we're going. There's no need for roads. So now that I'm here, we talked about. I'm surprised. I guess this is weird. I think I'm going to take Derek Carr here.
Okay, that's kind of fun.
I've seen enough. I think, and again, guys, we're really bad at underestimating how hard quarterback is. And you're like, well, there's a bunch of new quarterbacks that are going to come in. Remember that in 2021 when a bunch of new quarterbacks came in? You remember in 2023 when a bunch of new quarterbacks came in? Do you remember like this year when a bunch of new quarterbacks came in? How are they doing? So Derek Carr can at least throw a football and win a couple of games when he's not being coached by the Slant King. Was it Joe Lombardi? Was their OC? Clint Kubiak's the real deal. So Pappy, you're up for 2.
I was going to make a lot of eyeliner jokes and talking about a car. Okay, so I am in a place with people that I don't love. And that means that I'm going to try really hard to see the upside. And there is a lot of upside in a very comical mayonnaise commercial that I enjoy on the television. And look, he's gonna chuck it. So the man can throw. He's this year's Jameis Winston. So there you go, Will Levis. I don't love that pick, but I made it. Oh God.
I didn't know we were doing 9 rounds.
We're actually going to do 13 rounds, and we're going to make it into a league. And this is going to be a dynasty league, and it's going to be best ball. But I'm just telling you guys.
We kind of should. I don't hate it.
So how many quarterbacks are we starting?
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you said best ball, so there's no bench.
It's best. Well, yes, but they're all starting. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
I took
So
Rattler in
then-
the 7th as a statement but I didn't know we had more. All right, let's go.
Okay,
Who's gonna
so
start
then-
here?
My next pick. Oh, Blurg. I think he's still. I know. I just. Well, Cousins can't plant his foot. Aaron Rodgers is going to go on a retreat, and so I will take. I will take the man who will definitely want to leave Los Angeles very soon, Matthew Stafford.
Starting quarterback of the Dolphins. There he is.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
I want to say I manifested that. By the way, I put that out in the world first. I didn't say that.
Matt
I wrote my
Stafford is
article this morning, and I put that out in the world, and now
That'd be
it has
great.
gone out in the world.
Matt Stafford wants to leave Los Angeles like Homer Simpson reverses back into that bush. Like he's just like, I'm just gonna disappear.
Well, when you got back problems and you can't have back problems and offensive line problems. It's just not
And
going
wide
together.
receiver problems.
And wide receiver problem.
He has no one to eat breakfast with now. What's he gonna do?
Yeah, he's literally like I think he's got like seeing like the Vietnam helicopters from Detroit. He's like, hey there, ghosts, it's me, your boy. Like you gotta get him out of there.
Poor man.
I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit, guys, because we've been talking trash on Bo Nix's name. As a prospect, I think he has tools. I think that Sean Payton is a bigger problem than Bo Nix is. So at this point, I would risk taking Bo Nix. I don't feel good about it. So
I don't think any picks at this point do we feel really great about.
no.
Speaking of not feeling good, I'll take Bryce Young.
I love it. No analysis, nothing. He's like, it's ugly. I got it. Someone has to do it.
This new starting quarterback of the Los Angeles Rams.
I mean, Dalton's going to get out there this next week, and maybe Bryce Young sits behind Dalton and learns the ways of the Red Rifle, and Bryce Young comes out in 3 weeks and he looks like we think he's going to look like. Or maybe Dave Canales just turns Andy Dalton into a QB6.
Oh my God. The Ginger Ninja.
I'm going to take Kirk Cousins because life is longer than 1 week, and I think he's going to be okay. And he's got a lot of talent around him, and he's looking a little bit better tonight. I think he's going to warm up. I think he's going to be okay. So, and then my team needs a little bit of something. My team needs a little bit of spirit. Gardner Minshew.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
Priority backup.
I love it. I love it.
Well, the thing of it is Minshew's better than what we realize, I think, for fantasy purposes, because he can get the ball to his best players. It's just that we can't ever put him in our fantasy lineups. So we think he's horrible because we can't play him in fantasy. But then he goes out and Devontae Adams has a great game and Brock Bowers has a great game. And suddenly you realize they got a lot of talent around him with the Raiders, and he could get the ball to those guys.
Yeah, it's like you said it. It's like, I talk about these quarterbacks that aren't winners. Like Gardner Minshew's never going to be a guy that is going to make you an immediate playoff team. But it's like you said, if you're in a transition spot of your franchise, he can help you keep your job as a coach and like you said, get the ball to your best guys. I know that's weird to say, but that's sometimes like I just kind of want you to do that. Bo Nix, I want you to give it to anybody. You think about some of these people. Deshaun Watson, get it to your best guys. Baker's doing it. He's giving it to the slot god. I haven't.
Where do you think Gardner Minshew ranks in NFL passing yards at the moment?
5th.
2nd.
You're lying. Get the F out of here.
You know who's first?
It's Derek Carr. Isn't
Derek
it?
Carr.
Nope.
No way. Bake.
Brock Purdy.
Oh, okay.
Well, that makes sense actually. That does.
To be fair, Minshew's tied with Matthew Stafford, but they're second.
I mean, that's still a real number. Joey, you're
Yeah. My team needs some spirit, specifically some ayahuasca. So I'm gonna take Aaron Rodgers. He's good for the next couple of years.
Oh man. We've ran out of starters, kind of.
No, we have.
That was when it gets fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking of my one-liners instead of analysis.
Yeah. Do we count Taysom? Does he count, or is he off?
He's on. I mean,
I'm taking Taysom. That's not even a question.
Oh, it run the color scheme of the draft board, though.
Don't care.
Oh boy. Okay.
Let's editing.
I'm gonna go. Oh, let's go there. Forgot he was around.
Okay.
Why not? And then you know what? Let's get our friend to take over for Bo Nix. Jarrett Stidham.
Oh, okay.
We're already there. Okay.
We're there.
I'm gonna take who do you think has a better chance at playing longer, Daniel Jones or Russell Wilson?
Daniel Jones.
I don't like
Nick
the question.
Mullins.
I don't like the question. I won't respond to it.
What did you say, Jeff?
Nick Mullins.
John Kitna.
Yeah. Oh yeah. How
No.
old was he when he fought? Like he went. He's the only one who went like straight from like back up to coach. Like they immediately gave him a clipboard. So it's. I'm gonna go with Daniel Jones, and I don't know. I have nothing for you. So.
We've got an election coming up, and I'm sure Gardner Minshew is going to get arrested one way or another. So I'm going to take Aiden O'Connell because I expect him to finish the season for the Raiders.
Expect a follow-up text, Joey. I know there's more to that, and I want to hear it.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying one way or another, I feel like Gardner Minshew is going to go and get himself arrested after the election. I don't know
Somehow.
why.
Well, I mean, he's
It's
just
not
in
a political
Vegas.
statement. It's just, he's going to get excited about it.
He's got that energy.
He does.
Mhm.
He lives in literally, he is the buff, Matt Foley, who lives in a van down by the river. He lives in a bus outside your gym. That's Gardner Minshew.
Oh my god!
Literally,
I love
he
it.
does.
Yeah.
He lives in a bus outside of a Planet Fitness.
He does for real.
Yes.
He probably uses the showers and
Yeah.
uses the hot Jagger. He gets in the hot tub. That's who she's going to be in the hot tub next to. Gardner Minshew.
In Denver, I used to work at a 24-hour by my apartment, and I saw it, and I wasn't trying to get all like Karen about it. I'm like, what is this? You got a full-blown shanty town going on. You know? Jeff, you're up for 2.
There's one starting quarterback left.
Uh-oh. Who? Oh.
Yeah.
Andy Dalton.
Yep.
So I think that as far as my math goes, that's the last starting quarterback on the board. It just got to do it. And Mr. Unlimited, Russell Wilson here in the 11th round. I'll take Russell Wilson as my quarterback 11.
Oh my god, we have to.
How long are we playing this out, Jeff? This league?
It's a dynasty league, Joey.
To the end of time? Okay, so this is a blood oath. So I took Rodgers, so I'm going to take his backup and take Jordan Travis. he played at the worst college that you can play at if you decide to go to college and want to have good collegiate experience. But we don't hold that against him because he's righted his wrong and he's headed to the NFL. So, yeah, I think he'll get a shot with the Jets.
I'm taking the top of the queue, and I'm going to take Sam Howell because he is a person who can throw a football.
He is a person. All right, let me see what persons are on here. Okay, got a lot of options here.
There's a Holton Allers. I've never even heard of these people.
East Carolina, Holton Allers.
Oh, okay.
You not know that.
You would know that.
I'm gonna take a man with an arm.
Oh, see, we're getting sniped. I'm not getting a Patriot.
Yeah, getting sniped.
Hold on. And let's see. And then, let's see. Let's find this fine gentleman. Where are you? Well, and to stay on brand, let's go ahead and go with the best hair in football.
Sam Hartman.
Have you seen that hair? That hair is delightful.
That dude needs to pick a different career, and it's got to be with his face.
He's so handsome.
Imagine if he was built like dressed like the brawny paper towel man. Put him in a flannel.
In the 12th round, I will take a model. I will do it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with someone uglier but grittier, and arguably one of the best backups situations. It's Cooper Rush.
Oh, you jerk.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing is Dallas is going to go up a few times this year by like 30 or 40. And we see what they do. They put Cooper Rush in. So you're going to get points for that, Jaggers. That's a good pick.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I am going to take, where are we at here? Davis Cheeks, because everybody else now is Cheeks. And
that's pretty good.
Guys left the door wide open here for some picks that are going to make me a bad person, but we'll go with Malik Willis here, and we'll go with Skylar Thompson here. So
someone watches football.
We completely forgot about those guys.
I'm Jeff. I know backups who still play.
We're actually playing quarterback right now in this league.
We're just over here trying to be funny.
Yeah.
I thought my Cheeks joke was really
I'm not entirely convinced that Joey took a real person in Davis Cheeks. So Davis Cheeks is out there watching the show. Bless you and best of luck.
Googling.
Is Joey looking for the funniest name? Yeah, so you looking for the funniest name?
No. I'm going to take
oh my God.
DTR.
Okay.
Yeah, DTR. When if something happens to Deshaun Watson, I got DTR to back me up.
Can I just tell you what Davis Cheek's Wikipedia page says? When I Google Davis Cheek, it says former football player.
That's it?
Wait.
It says former football player.
I'm a former football
Carolina,
player.
it says.
Oh, yeah, okay. Another Carolina guy?
Oh, boy.
What's going to happen is...
He plays for the Michigan Panthers. I don't... Former is being a little bit mean to him there. I mean...
do I get those points?
Maybe.
Hey, is that who was in our hotel, Jagger, in Nashville? Wasn't there like an arena football team? Was it the Michigan Panthers?
Maybe.
Maybe
I draft the guy I rode in the elevator with, and I just he
was placed on the retired list on March 18th, 2024. So
he looks very young, and he has quite a tiny mustache.
That's okay. Davis Cheeks
okay.
Aiden
O'Connell,
it's close.
He's 25 years old, but he's retired.
I think this is the guy I rode the elevator with, and I got inception into drafting him.
Well, I'm going to take a 49ers legend that you guys just let fall in my lap, Nick Mullins. So.
I was like, Trey Lance? What?
Yeah.
He had a revenge game last week. He didn't play, though.
I am going to go along the Cooper Rush lines, and I shall name that tune.
Oh, name that tune. Okay, that's good.
Thank you.
We did it, guys. We re-ranked the QBs for you by making a draft. And we had fun. I hope you had fun watching us. We might do it again with wide receivers with someone else. This is fun if we're going to do it for real this time. We won't invite you guys back, but we will invite you for a different show. I meant we're not going to invite you to do a draft like this again. Maybe we can con Dave and Alfredo to draft only wide receivers for our best ball.
That's the worst. They already have a show.
I know. I know. It's so popular too. Anyway, that's some BS, guys, and I'm gonna leave. So, as always, I'm Jagger May, and with me is Jeff Bell, Julia Papworth, and Joey Wright. You can see us sometimes all together on Sundays over on the other channel that we just disparaged, and we will give you your start sit advice. Most of us here, right? So you can go see us over at Fort Collins. Why'd I name my city? Yeah, that's where I live at, guys. FY, my brain's broken. It's too late. Over at footballguys.com /plans and sign up. Other than that, I love you guys, and we'll see you on the next one.